after a unique event that resulted in another first-time winner, and we were away for a week due to bugs and glitches that wound up happening that limited our ability. But we are here and roaring to go for RPL F1, and we are at the most well-known track of the field. This is RPL F1. We are here in Monza. Welcome along, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ironwolf here, and this is round 14 of 20 in the RPL F1 Season 7 Championship. And, well, this is going to be a unique event, to say the least. Last week, like I said, we were in the Netherlands, where we had a very unlikely podium. Winning in his second ever race and his second ever outing in Ferrari, Jacob wound up winning his first RPL Tier 1 race. Second place was Redfire Tiger in a crazy finish, and Jack Miles in Williams wound up finishing in third. And that was a very unique race, to say the least. I mean, literally, we had it was clear for a chunk of the race, then it was wet conditions, and then it came back, it was inter and wet conditions, and then it wrapped up to dry conditions after that. In the driver standings, Scyther did not compete, so he wound up losing. Surprisingly, he actually did not lose any ground in the championship. Literally, top three did not change or move because of it. Literally the only change was between the two Ferraris of TB and Maxwell switching P5. That's pretty much it. And in the constructors, Red Bull did get an extended lead over Mercedes because of Cryptic's P4 finish, putting them 61 points ahead of Mercedes. Ferrari has closed the gap to being within 16 points behind Mercedes for P2. So, looks like, I believe, if I counted right, we have 17 or potentially 18 drivers competing in Tier 1. Yep, we will have 18. Wavy is just joining. He is going to be in the Aston Martin. And now we do have one driver having to serve a quali ban. Actually, two drivers to be serving quali bans. And that is Fanflo and Leighton, who have qualifying bans. And actually, Fanflo, aka Phil Dent, has actually retired immediately, so he will be taking part. He won't take part. Actually, I had it wrong. Late in his qualifying ban is actually for F2, not for F1. I'm sorry. But Wavy and Philodent, they are serving their quality bands, and actually they have done so. So 18 drivers are in for F1, and here is what we have. So first up, we have Egg making his return to Tier 1. I think it's been at least a month since Egg has last competed in RPL F1, so it's good to see him back out there. We have Term in the Williams. He is in there. Westy, by the way, Westy is back in RPL. The last time Westy was here was all the way back in Tier 2. Was it back in Season 4, I think? Yeah, I think that was the last time we saw him. FRL Sugi competed in F2 earlier today. He is in for Alpha Tauri. Wavy serving his quality band in the Aston Martin. Fanflo in the Haas serving their quality band. And Adrian, by the way, just noted, in the Alpine, he has been disqualified from the session for parking in a dangerous location, so he is out. Jacob in the Ferrari, he is he's hoping to go for two wins. Maybe go 2 in a row. The Chiller is in the Red Bull with his teammate Cryptic. Beatnik in Ferrari filling in for Maxwell as he has decided to go hang out with friends and race in F1. And oh, there he goes spinning. Well, he didn't invalidate, so he can just spin around and just put in a lap. He'll be automatically through anyways. Beatnik, he's in the other Ferrari filling in as Jacob also, by the way, filling in for TB. He is in the process of moving, and he is going to be without internet for a couple of weeks. Reese in the Mercedes teaming with Westy tonight, so this should be interesting to see how Reese will do. Jack just set his time. 21.6 in the 21.6 in the Williams. Jacob 22.6. Beatnik responds with 20.0. Globetrotter, brand new driver in RPL F1. He has a 24.6. Egg 44.1 because of his spin, but he is through to Q2 regardless. And Cryptic has crashed out too. So Cryptic crashes. Where did he crash? Oh, there he is. There he is. He crashed in the Parabolica. That's unfortunate to say the least. Let's see. We had Tadpole in the Alpha Tauri, Leighton in the Alpha Tauri, Red Fire in the other Alpine, and Luke reserving for Alfa Romeo. So, in regards to who is missing from the groups, we are missing one. It looks of it, we are missing. Okay, we're missing one Aston, one McLaren. Who else are we missing? Rebels. Both Rebels are here. Both. One Aston. Yeah, one Aston, one McLaren. I'm not sure. Yeah, one Aston and one McLaren. Okay, that's who's missing. Anyways. So we have 4 people going to be knocked out of Q1, and that is going to be Adrian, who got disqualified from the event, Fanflo and Wavy serving quali bands, and Cryptic crashed. Oh, apparently, Cryptic spun out, was trying to get himself back in control to keep going, and Term crashed into Cryptic. Hence, Cryptic is out. So Term crashed Cryptic out. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Cryptic out because of being crashed out. I mean, literally, once Term and reset their laps, I mean, literally everybody can just retire. Because literally, at this time, in 50 minutes, F1 qualifying at Mexico is going to be kicking off. So, like I said, so Reese and Term just have to set their laps. We'll be all good. So, I mean, literally, like I said, once those two set their laps, we'll be all good to go, and we'll be up moving forward into Q2 with only 14 drivers. And those 14, it's the Chiller on top with a 20-0, Beatnik 400s behind, Redfire is third with a 20.3. That's the top three. So Reese is making his way down the straight, heading towards Parabolica. In the background, there is Term. And there comes Reese across the line. 20.3, but in P4. And where is Term going to be? P9, 21.4. So that pretty much wraps up Q1. So we could easily move forward into Q2. Alright, so hopefully these guys will be going into retiring and all that such, and Chiller has moved forward, putting in a 19.8. Alright, so here we go. We are off and running for Q2. Sorry about for that delay. We're ready to go for the Q2, and we did have to warn, this is basically from some personal experience. This person here that were highlighted, Jacob E66. We had to warn the F1 drivers that he is a terrorist for causing issues in F2 earlier today. For those who don't know. So, yeah, so we'll just leave it at that. Anyway, so Egg is out first. Actually got overtaken by the Chiller, unfortunately on his own. One sec. Chiller is out and about, and and looks like we just lost one. Luke has crashed on the main straight, not the main straight, on the back straight. That is unfortunate there. So we are gonna lose an alpha. That is not good. So Luke will have to start P15, unfortunately. Towards the Parabolica. Sugi sets the fastest lap with 20.9. Jack 21.9. Joe's gonna redo 35.0. Loki 1.1. And Jacob on top 19.6. What a fierce lap there. Let's go spinning. One. Leighton is for a lap. And some more are going to be coming in, maybe not. Who's next? This is Tadpole. Is that Term coming across? No, Term is bailing back to the pits. Tadpole, 20.6. Some second. Now Beatnik. Exiled from Mercedes Academy after no points finish in Netherlands. Was supposed to sit out for this round because of a resolve, but unfortunately last week we only did 2 because of we only did tier 2 and canceled the other weekend's events for bugs and glitches. But at the talks with the owners and the administrative staff, Beatnik was given the okay to compete. He goes second fastest, 19.8, puts him second fastest, 2/10 behind Jacob. So, top 2 separated a quarter of a second, and literally P3 and P4, P3 to P5 Separated by only 3/10. Well, get off and flying. Go on board. Oh, man. Oh, God. That's unfortunate. That's an unfortunate break. Unfortunate braking there. So that's very unfortunate for Egg. So he's gonna have to go another lap. I mean, he came in pretty hot, and then just didn't have enough grip pace. And wound up locking up and having to cut turn 2. That is sad to say. Let's see what happens as we're off, as he's off and away. Egg, Term, Westy, Reese, and Leighton are the only 5 yet to set a lap. As Reese comes across, puts the 3rd fastest, 20 points. There's Leighton now. Comes across the line, and P9, 21.2. Let's see who's next for this group. Okay, looks like Westy just set his. Yep, 20.3. Only 2 left. Term and Egg. Here comes Term now, around the final corner with Egg just popping up now. And Term, 20.9, puts a P8. And it looks like Egg going backwards for some reason. Not sure why he was doing that, but anyways. So, Egg, because of him going backwards, he's gonna have to probably come back and get some new tires and try again. And he is in the bottom 5 because of that, as well as Jack, Leighton, and Cobb are in the bottom 5. And they are joining Luke. Luke has crashed out. Those in the bubble at risk of out. There's Term and Sugi. They're at risk. Now I don't know if Globetrotter and Red Fire are safe, but we'll have to wait and see. But I'm probably gonna bet probably right around the 20.7 is where your safe zone will be. I'm gonna safely guess it. Now, Globetrotter is on the move. Globetrotter, brand new driver, making his RPL F1 debut. Looks like he is gonna have to redo his lap. It's just getting up to terms with the car itself. Back out. Yeah, Jack is back out. Let's see what Jack can do. And Leighton has retired. So is Westy. So Leighton is of Q2. Now, let's see what Jack can do as he comes on to start his next lap. Only 3.5 minutes to go in Q2. Now, at the moment, we'll just say this. The top 5, Jacob, DeChiller, BC, and Reese, they are through. They are definitely through to Q3. Tadpole should be able. Redfire and Globetrotter might have to hope. The rest of it, Sugi, Term, Cobb, Jack, and Egg, they gotta do something in order to get themselves in the top 10. So here we go, as Jack is going to be the first one to kick things off. And Jack almost 6/10 up. That's going to put him at 21-3. That's only going to have him switch with Leighton, unless he does something good in Sector 3. He comes out of the Parabolica. And across the line he comes. Jack, only P12. So unfortunately, I think that is probably the best Jack can do. That's probably the best that Jack can do. And Jack, unfortunately, I believe he is going to be out Q2. So Luke is out, Leighton is out, Jack most likely is going to be out as well. Has not come out. Oh, nope, never mind. He is coming out. Egg getting up to almost 220 miles an hour into turn number 1. Talk about speed there. Oh, right, but Egg in control. 2/10 up in Sector 1. Oh, lock up, and he has to cut. That's an unfortunate rear lock. Just messed him up. Egg must have probably came in way too hot. Came in just slightly too hot again. Unfortunately, he's gonna have to try again, but thankfully, he has enough time to do so. He has just enough time to get it done as Red Fire just switches with Tadpole 20.5. So he goes into. So he goes to 6. The rest of these guys are actually starting up their final outlap. Their final laps. So Jack is back in the pits, so that will confirm Jack is eliminated from Q2. That's very unfortunate. I mean, there was probably a good chance. I was hoping he could have made it into Q3, but unfortunately, P12, unless he does more, unless Egg does better, P12, maybe P13 is all Jack can muster. And Term has spun out in the second variant. So that is unfortunate. Really has to hope that Egg and Cobb does his time. Same thing applies to Sugi. Sugi is going through out of Ascari, heading towards Parabolica. There comes Sugi out of the Parabolica, and he will come across the line. Tier 1 for Sugi. He stays P9. Here comes Egg, as he makes his way line. P11, he just misses out, and Cobb nicks Term out of Q. So Term out of Q3. Jack also out. It just misses by under 0.2 of a second. Leighton is out. Luke also out. So, top 3 from Q2. Jacob, DeChiller, and Beatnik. Then the rest of it, Westy, Globetrotter, Reese, Redfire, Tadpole, Sugi, and Cobb. Alright, so here we are for Q3. For Q3 now, as the cars are coming on out. So, why don't we just mention some of the big highlights for some of the highlights for some of these drivers. We'll start with these drivers. Let's see. We have Westy. Literally, it's been what was it? It was either Season 2 or Season 3 Tier 2. The last time Westy appeared in RPLF, and he is in Q3 in his return back to the league. Sugi, first, mainly an F2 driver, his first Tier 1 appearance and 3, which is good on him. We had Jacob looking to tune over V8. He'll literally, if he does in the race, win this race, Scyther in 2 races in a row. Easy. The Chiller, nice, a really good effort from him in the Q3. He's probably going to be hoping for at least a second appearance. Beaten out by Mercedes, picked up by Ferrari Academy, and getting his first big break to prove himself, Ferrari. So this should see how he will do. Well, let's just say, aside the questionable antics he did in F2, he did pretty decent to get himself into Q3. I do wonder how well Reese this is his first race as a Mercedes driver after Beatnik being cast out. See how he will do being back in a big 3 car. Fire last race's runner-up finish is looking for another finish. Q3 appearance will definitely be part of that. Fortunately, he invalidated the lap, so he will again. Tadpole, Q3, another Q3 appearance from him. Be pretty good to see how well he will do. As the field gets her up, and by the way, last I mentioned, Tier 1 RPL F1 debut, and he is already in Q3, just like Yugi. So, this should be pretty good, to say the least. As the time starts filling in, Tadpole currently the slowest with a 20. Oh, as Sugi takes it. Sugi 21. Chiller has to redo 22.8. Tadpole 25. Globetrotter 20.4. Beatnik 20.2. And 19.8. Redfire is gonna have to go again. So Cobb is starting up a new one. Jacob is actually going to have to restart his after an invalidation. But let's see how well he will do. And next, to bail back to the pits. Wait for a new set of tires, but let's see how Jacob will do to go in another lap. Now, if who the top three will be, in no particular order, Jacob is going to be in the top three. I say Chiller will be in the top three. But I think it's going to be a battle between Reese and Beatnik for the last spot of the top three. I think it's going to be top three. So, the Chiller, definite. Reese and Beatnik, it's a tough nose. Alright, so Jacob is going to be restarting his lap. And everyone is coming back into the pits. So, bear in mind what will happen. This coming back. That fire, by the way, has gone second. Note, 20.1. Very good by the driver. Now we have Cobb. He's actually improving just slightly. He's on his way out, and the Chiller is actually back out onto the circuit. Start a new lap. Let's see what he is capable of. Well, he has run out of gas, so unfortunately, he'll have to come back. Alright. Well, just had to report some idiot that decided to somebody on YouTube because he was pretending to be a known YouTube, can like insert famous YouTube name on Telegram or some app at his ugly ass. And what kind of, anyways, Chiller coming across 5 fastest lap, but I don't know if that lap will, he did exceed in that one. So the chiller got fastest lap, but under circumstances. Literally under dubious circumstances, he got the fastest lap. Man. Anyways, we'll find gonna have Chiller's lap, and Jacob's all through, and roughly 5 milliseconds off. I mean, given this, and DeChiller's gone even faster, so I'm thinking he extended again. So I'm gonna say I think those count. So wouldn't the Chiller's lap be? Yeah, so I think the Chiller, his fast lap, he extended track limits at the end of Ascari and Balka, which meant he should have been given a track limit for his 19.512 and his 19.4 lap. If we didn't, Jacob is on pole. Alright, so we are off for the Why is formation? It should be off because it's glitched. Anyways, so here is our group. So we have 8 field 19. Cryptic will be outside row 9. Felden serving the quali band. Cryptic row 8 is Wavy serving his quali band. Luke in Q2. Makeup number 7. Just for Q3. Egg and Term also missing. They are row 6, P12 and Piglet. Cobb, P10, EP9 make up row 5. Trotter and Tadpole will make up row number 4. That is an All Mercedes row 3 with Steve and Reese. Red 5, row 2 with Beatnik and well, Jacob, in my opinion, to chill. Base lap, pole lap under very dubious circumstances. So, looking at the tire set, Jacob, Trotter, Cobb, Term, Jack, Luke, and Cryptic on the hard compound tire. Everyone else is going to be on the mediums. So seven drivers on the hard tires. The remaining 12 on the mediums. So as the drivers line up into their positions, ready to go for what will be round 14 of the calendar, as everyone loads on in. Gets themselves into position. AV last to spot. And the 5 on start the 3. And it's lights out. Away we go. And the Chiller gets a really nice launch. So does Beatnik. He gets an exceptionally powerful launch. We got a massive back behind. Sugi and Cobb get involved on the front stretch. That is just disaster. Beatnik goes into flip slide under contact with Red Fire. That is unfortunate there, and has to say the least, as more cars are just bound and just bumping all over the place. More and more cars in trouble. As Suki in trouble, and Luke already got himself a 5-second penalty for hitting. And oh, there goes Term. Term just goes spinning, and Westy falls all the way back to E14. Sugi's got no wing. My goodness. Look at the mess of it. Ferrari switching up. Jacob moving over so he can take third place. Jacob at the start falls to P4. So off and away we go. Taylor is running off with a 2.3 second lead. And Jacob warming up those hard compound tires that are not coming up to snuff. And now Leighton by the way, and oh, there he goes, spinning out, and Cryptic out. Good night, Cryptic is a VSC, I believe, as Luke, Sugi, and Westy are in the pits. Unfortunately, Sugi will be up because of Luke's fire. And more is coming in. Leighton, and Cobb is now out. That is just unfortunate there. Literally. Leighton loses control. And Knight, Cryptic. So we are back underway for this event. So we are back underway. The Chiller off and away. DRS is now back in hold. The Chiller off with a 2-point lead over Red Fire. Beatnik closing in on Redfire. He's in P3. Jacob right behind P4. We already lost 2. Cryptic out and Cobb out. Speaking of which, the Haas duo just switched positions. Egg up into P8, and so is Fatflo. P17, he's already up into P9. And Adrian, as Wavy winds up going off the track. Overshooting. Luke switched back into the pits again. Adrian, also by the way, started dead last, is now in the P10. So Egg in the DR, chasing down Wavy. What Wavy's got? Whoa. Camera problem. But anyways, Egg is in pursuit. Wavy, you'll have DRS once they come out of Parabolic. Speaking of, Beatnik is going to have it. Let's see how fast he is going to have. He's going to be, and looks like, look at this, up to 16, but slows it down quick to not want to hit, and Egg sings past Wavy, leaving him in the dust. And Sugi has crashed, and that is at the Esmo. That is our 3rd driver out of the event, and Adrian just overtakes Fanflo, aka Philip, for P9. So the Chiller, unfortunately, on his own. So the Chiller, unfortunately, on his own, and Westy has gone into the pits. He is called it quits too. So we have lost a Red Bull and a Mercedes. Means Reese and the Chiller are our own. So we come in pursuit with Beatnik as the in tandem as they have caught Redfire. Here comes Beatnik on the inside, and he gets clear away of Redfire up in now Jacob needs to get clear up into P3, and Reese is at the tail end of this miniature train. But the Chiller's lead has actually slightly increased to almost 3 seconds. It looks like we have another and Fatflo again filled in his crash, and we have a safety car at the end of the first chicane of the first variant chicane. And Fatflo is out after a collision with Turn. Like Globetrotter will take advantage of a free pit stop. So let's see what the medium tire guys will do. Will they pit early for hards? That is changing. Will they do so? What will the leaders do? It looks like the Chiller was thinking about it, but changes his mind. Redfire will go in. Same with Reese. Jacob decides I'm going to stay out. Jack decides to stay out. It's out. Let's see who comes out from this group, and looks like Beatnik will be coming out ahead. He'll come resume in P5. I don't know what happened with Cryptic. He did send a clip of what happened. Let's take a look. What happened? I'm looking it over. Battling and Jack. Wow. So Leighton lost control, and Crypto and just such destroyed the. You know what? Why don't we check something here? Okay, yeah, damage model is normal. Okay, just wanted to be sure in case the damage was wrong, but it is normal. So that is what happened. Anyways, Chiller is the field. So here's what it is. It is so the Chiller is leading. Jacob's Jack is in third. Egg 4. Beatnik 5. Rev 6. Reese 7. Wavy 8. Adrian 9. Herm is in the pits. He's He is coming back. He is back out. Wait, no. Okay. Anyways, so Tadpole 11. Okay. Well. Oh, well, that was weird. So the leaderboard glitch is back. Yeah, so the leaderboard glitch is back for some weird reason. So yeah, in 10, Tadpole 11, Globetrotter. Not sure what her is doing. Why? What? Okay, we have a. Okay, well, Globetrotter's car is just stopped on the track. Going on, and now term has just cleared everything. We're gonna be restarting because this is glitch. All right, so bear with us. We're restarting. Stand by.